Hey guys, welcome back to my new video, to my channel. I hope you're doing great. In today's video, I'm giving you a recommendation. If you like Neville and his teachings, this is compilation of, so it's the complete reader, and there are all 10 of his books in here. Back in the days when Neville wrote books, those weren't 200 or 300 pages books. There were like around 50 to 60 pages each. So a great fan of Neville's decided to put them in this complete reader. So it's really great reading. Mine, it's like around 10 years old and all like marked up and everything. So but I always find wisdom in the stuff that I have read so many times before. So today what I would like to, I have a quote prepared from Neville's lecture. So many times, you know, when you hear about a certain technique, regardless, Neville's, whoever's technique, how to be like deliberate creator of your life. And then at some point for certain technique, someone would say, oh yeah, I like this one. Because everybody doesn't resonate with a certain thing. So each person should like use something that resonates with him or her, okay? So what usually happens is, this is my experience, my personal and working with clients. So somebody finds that technique and says, oh, look, I like this one. Like in the last video when I spoke about scripting. So, but then I would get a lot of questions. But Sandra, okay, I would do the scripting, meditating, visualizing, imagining, praying, whatever in the morning. But how do I go then about my day? Because I see reality, and reality checks and it's not nice, and then I pay attention to this and so on. So I'll address this today, how you move your focus away from the problem to the wanted solution. But first I'm reading Neville's quote. Do not judge the problem. Rather, ask yourself, what solution would it be? Suppose you were in jail. The solution would be to be out of a jail, of course, pardoned by the judge and sleeping in your own home. So, while still confronted with the problem and lying on your cot in jail, in your imagination, you should close your eyes to the cell and feel you're now home as a free man. Then fall asleep, allowing the maker of all things to create that which will be seen out of that which does not appear. What does not appear? Neville would say, God does not appear. God is your own wonderful human imagination that does not appear on the outside. It happens inwardly. So I was trying to remember like my personal case, similar to this. And then I remembered, we all know what was going on 3 years ago. We were all, I don't know where you're from and how it was where you live, but where we live, so we were all locked in our houses and buildings, right? And where I lived, we were allowed to go out just in a certain parameter, okay? So luckily, that parameter for us specifically was wide enough to come to the nature, to the woods, to the hills, by the riverside. So I was really, really grateful. And I remember like looking at people at that time, how they would feel the presence and be present in the moment, not taking the fresh air and the nature and the green color of the nature for granted. And it was particularly hard because everyone who had children, I think it was harder because, you know, they need to move, they should move, not be locked in. And I remember at that time, it was in that first phase of when we were closed. I remember I remembered that later on. I remembered that I would go to bed, and before I would fall asleep, I would really like remember where we were during the day. And I would be like appreciating the fresh air, the green color of the nature, the water in the river, you know, all of that. And I would think to myself, wow, how cool, how nice, wouldn't it be nice if we would have a house that would be like literally 50 feet away or close to the woods, to the like nature. Because at that point we lived in a concrete jungle in a city, okay? But at that point nobody was thinking long term, you know, to move somewhere or whatever, also because of the jobs that we had, the school for the kids. So that was like not in our mind, my husband's daily conversation. But it was something that I would like appreciate and imagine myself living this way, going to bed at night. And if I would to show you, and I will see if it's possible to put photo, probably it is in community post. I haven't done it before, but I'm sure it's the same as any other platform. I will show you how does in front of my house look like. So it's like literally, I don't know, 50 meters. I'm from Europe, so it's meters. 50 meters from my front door, there is a massive wood, and it's uphill, and there's the river, and you know, and the last thing that I look at before I go to my bed through the window, it's again the green hills, the nature. And in the summer, when it's like hot in the city, and have in mind we are 7-8 minutes from the city, from the concrete jungle, so like really close. I had no idea about this place. It was nowhere like in my mind, even as a possibility at that time. But what I wanted to say, also the difference in temperature, like in the summer, it's like 7-8 degrees Celsius lower here because of the fresh colder air from the woods and the river. Okay, so having in mind Neville's story, the man in jail, it's normal that he would want, his desire would be to be free. And he probably wouldn't gain anything by thinking 24/7, who will let me out? Should I appeal? Will I get the judge who will then, you know, approve my appeal? So all the emphasis, how am I gonna survive here? The food sucks. The food is really bad. There is no hot water. There's, you know, and so putting emphasis on the external evidence of the problem just makes everything bigger, because then you get roommate that's like the worst possible. But putting your focus to the wish fulfilled, so his wish fulfilled would be sleeping at home. So the best and the most productive thing that that person that is in jail can do is go to bed in his cell physically, but mentally, in imagination, to his bed at his home, feeling the sheets, the pillow, everything. You know, seeing the furniture the way it really looks like at home. When going to the toilet in the cell space, imagining it's the toilet at his home. When taking a shower, we've all seen probably at least one scene how the showers in the jail look like, and imagined it was 60 years ago. In imagination, taking a shower at home. That's the mental work that you should do. Focusing on the solution, not on the middle, on the judge. Will I get, and imagining the judge. That's not the end. The judge saying, yes, your appeal is approved. That's not the end. The end goal. The end goal is for you to be at home. So whatever the issue you have, find that home for you. If you are, let's say, in a job that is temporary and you have the last month, so the last 30 days, what most people do, I don't know, before they go to bed or when they wake up, let's say they applied for another job somewhere, and then they would be counting, oh, it's 30 days left and I still haven't got the answer, or I don't have a new job yet. And then the next day, oh, it's 29 days, and the next day 28 days and 27 days. And where's the focus? It's not at home. Instead, thinking, forgetting about the numbers and the days, but thinking about the feeling of working at the place where it feels really good, where you are seen, where your accomplishments are rewarded, where you have amazing co-workers, where you have amazing environment, where the industry that you work in is, I don't know, helpful to millions of people, if this is something that is your goal. So focusing on end goal, being satisfied with the paycheck, with, I don't know, days off, with whatever. Not stressing about it's not there yet, but at the end. Okay? This is it. It really helps if you use revision before you go to bed. If you don't use it, still, write me in the comments. Are you using revision? How is it working? If not, why not, or why it's not working? So that maybe I can, I don't know, maybe make another video. I have 1 or 2 videos, I think, on revision, but revision is by far one of the best and life-changing tools for me, for my clients, for everybody that I know. I teach it also to my kids, and they're 12 and 10, and they're using it, so daily practicing. So and the imagination, then it's upgrading. So yeah, share your thoughts, And if you have any ideas, wishes for my next video, feel free to share them, and enjoy your day. It's here already now in terms of temperature. We jumped from 8-9 degrees Celsius to 25, so almost summer in that term. So I'm sending you a lot of sun, a lot of love. Enjoy your day, and I see you in my next video. Bye.